John Amos is a well-known actor, cast in the popular TV show Good Times in the 70s. He played James Evans, the father of a working-class African-American family living in a housing project in Chicago. The actor is still around today, though his daughter alleges that things aren't going so well for him. Join FactsVerse as John Amos's daughter begs for help. Why was John Amos fired from Good Times? Good Times was a groundbreaking show that focused on the struggles and triumphs of a working-class African-American family living in Chicago's Cabrini Green housing project. The show tackled sensitive issues like poverty, racism, and discrimination, and provided a rare platform for Black actors and creatives in Hollywood. John Amos played the patriarch, James Evans Sr., and his performance was widely praised for its raw emotion and authenticity. But tensions began to rise behind the scenes due to creative differences between Amos and the show's writers and producers. One of the most notable points of contention was Amos's dissatisfaction with the direction his character was taking. He reportedly felt that James Evans Sr. was being portrayed as too angry and militant, and that the show was losing its focus on family values. Amos also clashed with the show's creator, Norman Lear, over the script and dialogue, which he felt were not accurately representing the Black experience. These issues came to a head during the third season of Good Times, when Amos was abruptly fired from the show. The official reason given by the producers was that Amos had violated his contract by speaking out against the show in public. But it's widely believed that the real reason for his dismissal was due to the ongoing creative differences and clashes with Lear. How did it affect Good Times and its fans? Amos's departure from Good Times was a major blow to the show and its audience. Many fans were upset by the sudden absence of James Evans Sr., and the character was eventually written out of the show entirely. But Amos went on to have a successful career in film and television, appearing in projects like Roots, Coming to America, and The West Wing. John's firing from Good Times was a complex and controversial event that highlighted the struggles faced by Black creatives in the entertainment industry. While the official reason given for his dismissal was contract violation, it's clear that underlying tensions and creative differences played a major role in the decision. Despite the setback, Amos's career continued to thrive, and he remains a beloved and respected figure in Hollywood to this day. The departure had a significant impact on the storyline as well. His character was a central figure in the show and played an important role in family dynamics. Without him, the show had to shift its focus to other characters and storylines, which led to a decline in ratings and popularity. Eventually, the character was written out of the show entirely, which was a major disappointment for fans of the series. Despite this setback, Good Times continued to be popular for several more seasons, but it was never quite the same. There were several attempts made to bring back the character after his departure. There were talks of having him return for a special episode or a reunion movie, but they never came to fruition. Additionally, some of the other characters on the show occasionally mentioned James or referenced his absence, which served as a reminder of his importance to the storyline. Despite these efforts, however, John did not return to Good Times, and the character remained absent for the remainder of the series. After that, the show experienced a decline in popularity and viewership, as many fans were disappointed with the absence of this important character. Some critics also pointed out that the show lost some of its edge and social commentary without his presence, which may have contributed to the decline in ratings. Despite these challenges, Good Times continued to be an important cultural touchstone for many viewers and remains a beloved classic sitcom to this day. There were several efforts by the producers and writers to compensate for the loss. One major change was the introduction of a new character, Carl Dixon, who was a friend of James's and became a father figure to the remaining characters. The show also shifted its focus to other social issues affecting African Americans, like poverty, crime, and education. And the show's writers tried to create storylines that would showcase the strengths and personalities of the other characters to maintain audience interest. John Amos's daughter has spoken on the effects of her father being fired. Decades on, Amos's daughter Shannon has spoken about her father's firing from the show and the impact it had on their family. Shannon agrees that Amos's departure was the result of creative differences with the producers, who wanted to focus more on comedic elements and less on the social and political issues the show addressed. In the years since his firing, Amos has remained vocal about his disappointment. He's spoken out about the lack of diversity in Hollywood and the importance of strong, positive representations of African Americans on television. Amos's experience is far from unique. In Hollywood, African American actors and creators have long faced challenges and barriers to success. Despite some progress in recent years, the entertainment industry remains overwhelmingly white and male-dominated. John's daughter now claims he's suffering from elder abuse. According to his daughter, John is now facing a different issue than systemic racism in the entertainment industry. Shannon alleges her father has now fallen victim to elder abuse, and she's asking fans for help. According to sources close to the family, Amos's daughter alleges he's been mistreated in a number of ways, including being deprived of proper nutrition, medical care, and even basic hygiene. The allegations have sparked outrage among fans of the actor, and many are calling for an investigation. Despite this, the accused party has yet to comment on the situation. In the meantime, Amos's supporters are rallying behind him, offering support and prayers for his well-being. But John himself has claimed there is no elder abuse going on. He's 82, and he's firmly denied these claims in a statement released to the press, describing them as bizarre and baseless. He went on to express his gratitude to his caretaker for the excellent care and support she's provided him during the last few years. In recent years, he has continued to work in Hollywood, appearing in films like Coming to America and TV shows like The Ranch. Whether or not he's been suffering from elder abuse, it seems the actor has recently been hospitalized. It was for an undisclosed medical issue, though he is said to be in stable condition. John was born December 27, 1939 in Newark, New Jersey. He grew up in East Orange, New Jersey, and attended Colorado State University on a football scholarship. He played for the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs in the NFL before pursuing acting. John worked hard to get where he is today. Amos made his professional debut on Broadway in the play The Impossible Years in 1965. He also appeared in the Tony Award-winning musical Hallelujah Baby in 1967, which helped launch his career in television and film. It was in 1970 that Amos landed his breakthrough role as James Evans, but he's also an accomplished writer and producer. He has penned several plays and screenplays, including Halley's Comet and The Trials and Tribulations of Stagger Lee Brown. He also produced the TV film Touched by an Angel and served as an executive producer for the TV series 704 Hauser Street. He's been a strong advocate for social justice and civil rights. He's spoken about issues like police brutality, racism, and inequality. In recent years, he's remained involved in various philanthropic endeavors, including serving as a spokesperson for the National Kidney Foundation and supporting organizations such as the Boys and Girls Clubs of America and the United Negro College Fund. Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know John Amos got fired from Good Times because he didn't feel the show was having a positive effect on the black community? And that his daughter is now alleging he's suffering from elder abuse? Let us know in the comments section below.